So why on earth is it so important to understand the elements? Well, many reasons, but one good reason is because you can purify the body with each element. Each element has a method to do this. So with the earth element, the body can be purified through food, what you take into the body, what you ingest. Fruits, berries, especially black, dark berries, things that grow out of the earth, vegetables, very nourishing to the body. So, eating meat is going to be assisted with green vegetables. Very good to help break down that meat because they're alkaline, versus eating meat with potatoes or bread. It's not going to break down very well. It's going to create bloating and issues. However, whatever kind of meat you like, with a side of vegetables, green vegetables, something alkaline, is going to make it digest much better. This is the method of purifying your body through food, the earth element. This is one way to purify the body, through food with the earth element. Now the fire element, we can burn toxins up in the body. So the practice of leopard does this. It changes the muscles and changes the metabolism. Chain reaction, all types of stuff change. So we know the default of leopard is muscle, creating elasticity, right? But we also know that the leopard can change the metabolism and everything else. Now this is the fire element. So the winding, diving, twisting, whirling, leaping, kicking, turning moves of leopard change the body and make it agile. Good for agility. Very toned and honed muscles. Now this creates fire in the body, which burns up the toxins. So all the unwanted mass, extra weight disappears. It doesn't go away, it's converted into ojas, which is that energy that was unwanted, that unwanted mass, toxins turned into non-physical energy, which is called ojas. And ojas creates tejas, which is fire, glow in the body. So through the fire element, we can burn the impurities out, burn them up. Water element, we're washing toxins out of the body, cleaning the blood. Ruled by the snake element, control over the nervous system. Water is the lubricant between dimensions. Swimming in water, drinking water. We were born in water. So understanding the elemental of water is crucial. Constantly purifying the body. Now water, the attribute is chemical, where fire is thermal, air is electric, and earth is mechanical. So water being chemical, the water can be poisoned with liquids and with solid food and with things like cigarettes. So toxins can affect and poison more than one element, all of it in fact. So reducing the amount of toxins is an excellent first step. If you have a beer, 2 or 3 here and there, sure. But shots of hard liquor, soda mixed with that ice. Ice is not good for the blood. Ice is not good for the insides. See, this is the negativity of the water element, but ice is a sub-element. Ice is the lack of heat, right? So it's a whole nother equation there, a whole different equation rather. Let me say that better. I'm trying to be more articulate these days. So the water element purifies. The water element is emotions. So the emotion, if the water in the body is dirty, polluted, then the emotions are not going to be on point. So control over the nervous system and the emotions requires peace, being able to relax, being able to breathe and have clean, healthy liquid in your body. So lots of water, washing the toxins out. Sweat is also the water element. See, so you are the experiment in the furnace, and the sweat is the humidity that's coming off of the experiment. So we're burning off impurities, which is transmuting these dark toxic qualities or negative toxic qualities up into well-being, out into a type of vaporized like gold that's in the air, the ether, right? The first step. So purifying the body through earth, food, healthy alkaline food, through water, right? Purifying the blood, through air, the breath, alkalizing the brain. So when you breathe very deep, the body gets so much oxygen it needs less. If you read Wim Hof's books, he talks about this, the Tibetan Dumo technique, which is deep breathing air, which creates the heat, the fire that comes up through the body. So through the deep breathing, the fire is going up and down the body. This is how he can stay outside when it's freezing cold. This is how he can jump under and swim 100 yards in ice cold water underneath ice and be okay. So if you look at the Tibetan monks, they do this all the time. They sit in the snow and melt the snow because they're burning and they're emitting this fire because of their breath. So they're using the air element to create fire to purify the body. They can melt the snow with their bodies. Wim Hof was put in a tank of ice for 2 hours and his body temperature didn't drop because he can seal off his epidermis with this outward pressure using cold water with the breathing. So you see, it's all an equation. So purifying the body of toxins with air is exhaling out toxins, right? The mind calms down when you breathe deep and becomes clearer. So the earth element, food, water element, blood, right? The liquids you put in, other ways you can pure the body through water, washing things out, fire, burning the toxins up, and air, exuding and emitting, detoxing outward, clearing the mind. All right, so then we've got the archetypes, the leopard, the tiger, the snake, the 4 major archetypes in the system, right? So how do you use the archetypes? Well, it's like this. They will appear because they're part of your consciousness. They're archetypes inside. So what has to happen is the body has to become a temple and be clean enough. If you want teachers to come to you, you have to have a suitable, clean space for them to come to, and you have to be professional or they won't show up. Now, this is the higher self, okay? I'm not talking about outer entities, I'm talking about the higher self, all right? So the metaphor is, if the body is clean, if the fire is decent, if the water is decent, if the earth is decent, if there's effort being made, these teachers will start to come around. They'll start to appear from within. When the elements become balanced, now they are actively working in your body constantly. So the concept of the 4 archetypes is these creatures are what make the dragon's forge. So this is all metaphorical for breathing and working the alchemical operation. So all the trauma of the past, all the suffering, all the anger, all the shame, all the guilt is being thrown into this furnace. It's being pulled into this furnace and it's being burned and it's coming up and being transmuted into higher and higher frequencies as it gets all the way up. So at the higher levels, you're emitting a light frequency. Light is power, emitting, being able to pervade. So This is far more influential than words, this silent permeation. So if you found this video on the elemental archetypes helpful, click the like button. If you want to train with us, we're in Eugene at Lung's Martial Arts. All right, Sifu Les Clements out.